Hashtag why do you forget your dreams? You wake up, something was happening, something important, but the moment your eyes open, it's gone, completely gone. You lie there for 5 seconds trying to grab it back, but there's nothing, just fog, just nothing. This happens to almost everyone. In fact, studies show that we forget 90% of our dreams within the first 10 minutes of waking up. 90%. That means right now, you've already forgotten more dreams than most people will remember in their entire lifetime. But here's what's wild. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually working exactly as designed. So why does this happen? And more importantly, can you actually stop it? Let's start with the basics. Your brain is producing dreams all night long, but not all dreams are created equal. The most vivid dreams, the ones you might actually remember, happen during a stage of sleep called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. It's the deepest, most intense part of your sleep cycle. Your brain is firing on all cylinders. Blood is pumping to your visual cortex. Your emotions are running wild. You're essentially living entire lifetimes while your body stays completely still. Here's where it gets interesting. When you're in REM sleep, your brain chemistry is completely different from when you're awake. A neurotransmitter called norepinephrine basically shuts down. This chemical is crucial for memory formation. It's what tags experiences as important so your brain knows to hold onto them. But during REM sleep, it's almost completely absent. Your brain is deliberately creating experiences without the chemical infrastructure to remember them. It's like your brain is filming your dreams in invisible ink. The moment you wake up, something else happens. Norepinephrine floods back into your system. Your brain switches gears. Suddenly, you're conscious. You're aware of your surroundings. Your body is waking up. And in that transition, that split second between sleeping and waking, the dream starts to dissolve. Think of it like this. You're reading a book in a dark room. The story is vivid and real in your mind. Then someone turns on all the lights. Suddenly, you're aware of everything else: the room, the sounds outside, your phone. The book is still there, but you're not focused on it anymore. Your attention has shifted. That's essentially what happens with dreams, but it gets even more complicated. Your brain actually has a specific shutdown sequence when you wake up. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic, reasoning, and planning, it takes time to fully activate. During that window, your brain isn't equipped to process or encode dreams into long-term memory. The neural pathways that would normally lock in the dream fade like footprints in sand. Add to this the fact that most dreams don't make logical sense. Your brain can't categorize them properly. A memory needs structure. It needs context. It needs to fit into a narrative. But dreams? You're flying through buildings that don't exist, talking to people who are also somehow your childhood teacher. Logic doesn't apply. Your brain literally can't file this information properly because it violates all the rules that your waking mind uses to organize reality. So your brain does what it does best: it deletes it. Now, here's what most people don't know. You actually can remember your dreams. You're not broken. Your memory isn't bad. The science just shows that it requires deliberate effort, and that effort has to start before you even fall asleep. The first and most powerful technique is intention setting. Before you go to bed, tell yourself, literally speak it out loud or think it very clearly: I will remember my dreams tonight. Research shows this works. Why? Because you're priming your prefrontal cortex to expect dreams and to treat them as important memories worth holding on to. You're essentially reprogramming your brain's default shutdown sequence. The second technique is immediate recording. The moment you wake up, don't move, don't check your phone, don't think about your day. Stay in bed for a few seconds and try to grab whatever fragments you can. Then immediately write them down or speak them into your phone. This matters because you're capturing the memory while norepinephrine is still normalizing. You're interrupting the natural deletion process. The third technique sounds simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. Get more sleep. More sleep means more REM cycles. More REM cycles means more opportunities to remember dreams. Sleep deprivation is one of the biggest factors in dream forgetting. When you're tired, your brain prioritizes survival over memory formation. But when you're well rested, your brain has the resources to handle both. The fourth technique is related to timing. You're most likely to remember dreams if you wake up naturally during or right after a REM cycle. This is why people often remember dreams from their last hour of sleep. REM cycles get longer and more frequent toward morning. But if you have an alarm that jolts you awake when you're in deep sleep, you have almost no chance of remembering anything. The violent transition from deep sleep to consciousness doesn't give your brain any time to consolidate the dream. So set a gentle alarm, or better yet, try to wake up naturally. The fifth technique involves your environment. Avoid your phone immediately upon waking. Seriously. The blue light and mental stimulation from your phone literally suppresses REM-related brain activity. It's like trying to remember a whisper while someone's shouting in your ear. Just 5 minutes without your phone, focusing on your dreams, dramatically increases recall. And here's something even more interesting. People who remember their dreams tend to have different brains. Not better brains, different brains. Studies show that people with strong dream recall have increased activity in areas associated with emotional processing and self-reflection. These people are naturally more introspective. They're more creative. They make more connections between abstract ideas. They're also more prone to anxiety and obsessive thinking. Your brain makes a trade-off. Enhanced memory and emotional processing comes at a cost. So when you forget your dreams, it's not a failure. It's actually a feature. Your brain is managing resources, it's prioritizing, it's deciding what's important for survival and what's not. A dream about flying through a library isn't critical for your next day, but presence, awareness, readiness, those are critical. Yet here's the paradox. Throughout history, across virtually every culture, people have believed that dreams matter. They contain wisdom, they process emotions, they solve problems, and the science increasingly backs this up. Dreams allow your brain to rehearse emotional scenarios. They help you process trauma. They consolidate memories and create new neural connections. You're basically running simulations of your waking life while your body rests, and you're forgetting all of it. The people who remember their dreams often report that it changes them. They become more creative, more emotionally intelligent, more self-aware, not because the dreams themselves are magical, but because the act of remembering them forces you to pay attention to your inner life. You become intentional about your mind instead of just going through the motions. So the real question isn't why do you forget your dreams? The real question is, do you want to remember them? Because you can. It's not hard, it just requires intention. It requires a few seconds of effort before sleep and after waking. It requires protecting that liminal space between dreaming and consciousness instead of immediately flooding your brain with notifications and stimulation. Try it tonight. Tell yourself you're going to remember your dream. Keep a notepad by your bed. When you wake up, stay still for a moment. Capture what you can. See what happens. Your dreams aren't disappearing. Your brain isn't broken. You're just not listening. And the moment you start listening, everything changes.